Behind me is a Volkswagen Passat that I just picked up from the auctions, sight unseen, for a whopping $450. And this is why. We have some apparent light damage to the front corner of the car. I'm suspecting there'll be more damage underneath once we take all this front end off, because this headlight is loose as well. Do your best and duct tape the rest. The rest of the car is pretty good though. Needs a good clean. Got leather seats, heated, sunroof, full service history. There are a few issues with the interior though. First one I noticed was I couldn't move the seat forwards or back. None of these controls work. And the whole base is wobbly. So I don't know whether that's just as simple as plugging something back in or re-clipping something. Hopefully it is. But we've got some trim missing on the center console. So it looks like someone's tried to remove this whole thing for whatever reason. There's a very good detail, which I'm looking forward to, but other than that, it's pretty clean for $450. Oh, and one more thing, neither of the back windows go up or down. Hopefully that's just as easy as replacing a fuse. So after removing the tape and having a closer look, this headlight is completely snapped off. It's just sitting there. And yeah, all this is just literally hanging off. And one more thing I've just noticed. That's just sticky taped on with duct tape as well. So I need to add a new mirror to the list of things to buy as well. And fixed with a bit of super glue. So I've removed what I can from the front end, and thankfully there's not too much damage behind here. This bit of plastic under the headlight will need to be replaced. The headlight itself needs to be replaced. All this is still intact, so that's good. And there's just a bit of plastic under there that needs to be fixed up. And I've kept the bits that are still intact, so I could either reuse them or sell them on. Quick update on where I'm at. So I've removed everything that was broken or damaged. Got the front bumper off, fender, headlight. So that's all done. This bracket here I've managed to straighten out. Also fixed up the lining. Just put a screw through it here. Still needs a couple more screws in there. Coming onto the inside, I fixed the issue with the power windows in the rear not working. It was just a fuse that was missing, that one there. So I've put a new fuse in and that's all good. And just in the process of figuring out why this power seat doesn't work. Can't seem to find a fuse for it anywhere, which is odd. But I've taken these controls off, and what I might do is just plug it into the passenger seat if the plugs are the same, and just see what happens and go from there. Alright, so I'm not having much luck with this seat. There's a few issues. The first issue is this whole front section of the base is super loose. It's almost like something's broken up there. Looks like someone's just tried to like reef it up. There was a screw missing here. There's signs around the seat. The screw here is missing. So there's a few signs that I'm not the first person to try and diagnose this issue. Looks like someone's been in here before and obviously given up. The second issue is I tried plugging the controls from the passenger seat into these and it still didn't work. So I've confirmed with the multimeter that we are getting 12 volts to the plug down there. So there's power going into the seat but no power coming out. There is a black box under there which looks like some kind of control module. So I'm tipping that's the issue there. Now I've looked around the marketplace and I have found a guy who will sell me a leather seat just like this for $100. So that's all well and good, but the issue I have now is because I can't move this seat, I can't get it out because the bolts on the rail are obscured. So I did try putting, this is one of the motors here. So with my drill battery, I have tried putting direct power to the motor. The motor spins, but nothing happens. So I don't know whether that's obviously not connected to anything or it's been broken. There is a motor, it's hard to see. There's another one under the seat, but that only controls the height of the front section. So I can't access the actual motor that does the backwards and forwards motion. So the other option is pretty much potentially destroy the seat, trying to get it out. I'll see if I can take the backrest off, see if there's any bolts in behind that plastic cover on either side that will hold it in. So I'm just going to trial and error a few things and hopefully get this thing out.
Oh, my mind, now my mind is blown. No surprise, guess I should have known. Oh, my mind, now my mind is blown. No surprise, guess I should have known. You got control of me, break my barricades. Walls are crumbling grounds, they shake. You came to save, but it's way too late. Every single time you stay, I cave. You got control of me, break my barricades. Walls are crumbling. Every single time you stay, I cave. You got control of me, break my barricades. Walls are crumbling. Every single time you stay, I cave.
The base of the seat is finally off. It wasn't the easiest thing to do, probably one of the most tedious things I've done on the car, but we've made it through the other end. Just looking at this, first thing I noticed was it sort of sheared away at the end, so that explains why there was so much movement in this. Just wasn't connected. So I think the motor to move the seat back and forth is in there. So I'm going to see if I can get its cover off, get power to that motor, and then hopefully move it back and forth and get it out. Success at last. So I've located the plug that controls the motor, and with my sketchy 12-volt power supply, I can now touch this on the end to move the seat forwards. And if you switch the polarity around, it should go backwards. Just like that. So now I can continue to take these seats out. So that pretty much wraps it up for this video until I can get those new parts. In the meantime, don't forget to like and subscribe, all that YouTube stuff. And I'll see you on the next video. Bye.